Hello everyone, welcome to PRV solution. Today we will study pressure gauge. The main element of pressure gauge is the Bourdon tube. So what are Bourdon tubes? These are primary sensing elements used for measurement of pressure at primary stage. So they are used for sensing the pressure at the primary stage. They are made up of elastic material which convert pressure into mechanical displacement, which is later converted into an electrical signal using electrical transducer. So these Bourdon tubes are made up of elastic material, and whenever pressure is applied in the Bourdon tubes, there will change in the displacement, and this displacement may be amplified by using some methods, and then we can see this displacement on the pointer and scale arrangement, or we can convert this displacement into corresponding electrical signal using electrical transducer. Bourdon tube is a type of pressure sensitive primary device. So Bourdon tube is used for sensing the pressure. It is primary device or a type of summing device. So this is also known as summing device, Bourdon tube. So principle of working of pressure gauge: the fluid whose pressure is to be measured is made to press the pressure sensitive element, that is Bourdon tube, and since the element is an elastic member, deflects, causing a mechanical displacement. So pressure to be measured is applied to the Bourdon tube, which is elastic in nature, and whenever pressure is applied, it will produce some mechanical displacement. The displacement, second point, the displacement is proportional to the pressure applied. Naturally, whatever displacement occurs in the elastic material is proportional to the pressure applied in the Bourdon tube. The displacement is measured with the help of electrical transducer, or we can use here instead of electrical transducer pointer and scale arrangement, which is calibrated, that gives directly pressure on the scale. This is simple principle of working, which is very simple. The output of electrical transducer is proportional to the displacement and hence to the applied pressure. So we have pressure is applied to the Bourdon tube, which produces some displacement. This displacement can be converted into electrical signal for digital measurement of pressure in terms of digital figures. We can use here some pointer and scale arrangement to which are calibrated in terms of the pressure. So that indirectly gives us pressure. So this is the principle. Pressure is converted into displacement, and displacement can be measured using electrical signal or some analog techniques. Construction. So this pressure gauge can be constructed by using C-type Bourdon tube, spiral type Bourdon tube, twisted tube and helical tube, made up of an elliptically flattened tube bent in such a way so as to produce different shapes. Our elliptical tube is flattened, and it is bent so that we have C-type shape, spiral type shape, twisted tube shape and helical shape. One end of the tube is sealed or closed. One end of the tube is always sealed, while the other end is open for the fluid to enter, of which we can enter the fluid for pressure measurement. This is the diagram for C-type Bourdon tube or C-type pressure gauge. So pressure to be applied is given here. It is an open end of the Bourdon tube, and this end is sealed end tip, which is sealed end or closed at another end. So socket is used to support this tube, Bourdon tube. This is our Bourdon tube. This is the pointer and scale arrangement which is calibrated in terms of the pressure. This is link. Whenever some displacement of this tube occurs, this link will amplify displacement and gives that displacement to geared sector and pinion arrangement, which moves the pointer on the scale, and in this way applied displacement produces some applied pressure produces some displacement, and this displacement is converted into pressure to show on the scale. This is the working of the C-type tube. Fluid enters the tube, then that tube straighten out, and it will cause movement of free end. Free end will move. Displacement is amplified through mechanical linkage. So mechanical linkage is used for amplify the displacement. Displacement moves pointer on a scale calibrated in terms of pressure. So in this way we get pressure at the output. Now we will study advantages of pressure gauge. It is of low cost, material use is very low cost, simple construction, it has very high pressure range, it has good accuracy, improved design at pressure for maximum safety, easily adapted for designs for obtaining electrical outputs. Disadvantages: it has low spring gradient which limits their use for precision measurement. Spring gradient is low, so we are not able to precisely measure the pressure. It is also susceptible to shock and vibrations, so it will create errors and subject to hysteresis. Hysteresis occurs here because of the mechanical parts present in the pressure gauge. Now we will study different types of Bourdon tubes. First is C-type Bourdon tube. It is used for local indication, but it is also used for pressure transmission and control application. Local indication means local just like if we want to measure the pressure of a gas in the gas cylinder, we can use C-type Bourdon tube. Tube is oval in section, formed into an arc of 250 degree. This C-type tube has arc of 250 degree and accuracy is plus minus 0.5 to 2% or plus minus 1%. The relationship between displacement and applied pressure is non-linear. It has exponent terms present between the displacement and applied pressure, so it is non-linear. This will cover in next slide. This is our C-type Bourdon tube. Change in displacement. This is the change in displacement, which is delta A. As this tip, free end tip, moves when we will apply pressure here, this will move from this distance to this distance. So there is change in displacement. This change in displacement is proportional to this term, 0.05 multiplied with AP divided by E, R by T 0.2, X by Y 0.33, X by T 3. This is the mathematical expression or non-linear relationship between the displacement and the pressure. P is the applied pressure, delta is the displacement occurring in the tube when P is applied. T is the thickness of the tube, Y is the dimension in the y direction of the tube, x is the length of the tube or y is the breadth of the tube, you can say. So, in this way there is this relationship between displacement and applied pressure is non-linear. Next tube is spiral type tube. So, this C type tube, if we increase the number of turns of this tube, so then there is no need of this geared and sector and pinion arrangement here, because these is used for the amplification of this displacement. So, when we increase number of turns here, then displacement already increased in the form of the number of turns, or there is no need for amplification of the displacement if we will increase the number of turns in the tube. Number of turns can be increased in spiral or helix tube. When we will increase number of turns, we can get spiral or helix tubes. So, in case of spiral tube, we have 360-degree rotation of the tube. Its length can be increased to spiral or helix, and increased displacement of the free end can be obtained by increasing the number of turns. As I told, there is no need of amplification of the displacement, because number of turns will increase the displacement. Also, in spiral or helix type, there is no need of geared and sector and pinion arrangement, which eliminates backlash. These arrangements, geared and sector arrangement, also produces some hindrance, and this will eliminated in by using spiral or helix tubes. This is the spiral tube. Pressure is applied here, number of turns are increased here. So, there is no need of geared and sector and amplification of the displacement. So, this will directly move the pointer on the scale and gives us pressure. Helical tube, number of turns are also increased here. Here a center shaft is installed within a helical element. This is the helical element, and free end, here center shaft is inserted here, and the pointer is driven from this shaft. This shaft will drive the, when this end will move, this pointer will move and moves on a scale which is calibrated in terms of the pressure. So, in this way it will give pressure. Only advantage of this tube is that there is no need of the geared sector and pinion arrangement and amplification of the displacement. These have high range capabilities. If we have high pressures, we can use them. Stability in fluctuating pressure application, they are stable if there is fluctuation in pressure occurs. Adaptability for high pressure service, they can be adaptable for high pressures use. Bourdon tubes, this is some specification. These are made up of brass, alloy steel, stainless steel, bronze, phosphor bronze, beryllium copper, K-monal, anispanic metals. Used for low pressure applications. Bourdon tubes are only used for low pressure applications. These are non-corrosive, as they are made up of some alloys, so they are non-corrosive. C type is used to measure pressure up to 700 megapascal. Spiral type are used for measuring pressure vacuum to 30 megapascal. Helical type can be used to measure 1.5 megapascal to 550 megapascal. Thanks for watching.